beautiful Barbados.
And a very good afternoon to you. I'm Lisa Lloyd with the CBC News Break. A 20-year-old man is the island's latest road fatality. Police say Chad Calvin Butcher of Waverley Court St. George, the lone occupant of a car, lost control of the vehicle while traveling along Millards Hill St. Michael around 3:24 this morning. That car struck an embankment before colliding with the guard wall of the National Sports Council. Police say Butcher had to be freed from the vehicle by personnel from the Barbados Fire Service. He was then rushed to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital by ambulance, where he subsequently succumbed to his injuries. Now, this is the 13th road fatality so far for 2017. Police are appealing to anyone who may have witnessed this accident or can provide any information to assist them with their investigations to contact the District A Police Station at telephone numbers 430-7242 or 430-7246. Government Minister Donald Innes has raised once again the issue of Republican status for the island. Notwithstanding the current economic challenges, Mr. Innes believes that by having a Barbadian head of state, this will help to restore national pride. He shared the view during his address at a Democratic Labour Party St. Peter branch meeting.
I'm not personally against the monarchy or whatever, but I'm saying 50 years after independence, we must have that decision made about Barbados becoming a republic or having a president, a Barbadian as head of state. You know, we talk about national pride, but sometimes forget that the head of state of Barbados is a lady sitting in Buckingham Palace. And I think that we have to. Is it going to turn around the economy tomorrow? No, it will not. But it's certainly part of a crusade that helps to restore some pride in this country and our citizenry going forward.
Despite the current economic challenges, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Senator Maxine McLean says Barbados continues to maintain an excellent reputation on the regional and international stage. She notes that since assuming office, the task of maintaining the country was not an easy one. She says the Democratic Labour Party has addressed the challenges head-on, citing tourism as but one example.
We focus on supporting the private sector, Madam President, especially the tourism sector, and I would hasten to say that I anticipate that in true style, my colleague who speaks on these matters will demonstrate that. So I do not propose to spend a lot of time examining the figures, but to tell you that when you look at the numbers captured in the estimates, the allocations to tourism, what we will see is an effort to maximize the returns on reduced funds.
Senator McLean, who is the leader of government business in the Senate, revealed that the government has sought to maintain the social safety net and took tough decisions to protect the international business and financial services sectors. She also revealed that there has not been the kind of innovation anticipated from the indigenous private sector in traditional areas.
Several segments of the private sector have benefited and continue to benefit from significant government support and have not contributed to the kind of restructuring that I would want to see happening.
Well, workers must not be the only ones taking the bitter medicine needed to restore the Barbados economy. Independent Senator Sir Roy Trotman made that clear during his contribution to the estimates debate. He says that the burden must be shared.
Government has to understand that we cannot work on our own. We have to work with an employer class that is ready not to pass the buck, pass the burden and the responsibility. Therefore, reduce jobs wherever that is possible, but never seek to reduce profit levels. We have to be ready. If there are going to be bullets to be bitten, then everybody has to demonstrate upfront a willingness to treat in a manner that tells us that all of we is one.
Meantime, Senator Reginald Hunt wants those who advocate cutting public sector jobs to reduce government spending to be mindful of the consequences. He was contributing to debate on the estimates as it continued in the upper house this morning.
And all of this thing about cutting government expenditure, the question was asked, where you do the cutting? Where will you do this cutting? The easiest thing you can do Any operation, any company is the same home person because that's the bottom line. But the consequences of which will follow is another matter.
Well, stay with us. We'll have regional and international news right after the break.